This is how I play the game. Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone just said, can we send a doctor to your house to test you for autism? Yes, let's just do it. Let's have everyone come. We'll have people coming in my doors, like a rotating. What I'm going to do, I'm going to change my front door to be one of those rotating storefront doors. You know, when you see like a department store or a train station, you know, it just keeps rotating. We're going to have doctors coming in. We're going to have lie detector test people coming in. We're going to have, everyone's going to be coming in doing tests and things. It's going to be great. We're going to have cameras going constantly. We're going to have teams of people here filming and streaming. It's going to be absolutely amazing. This is obviously what everyone wants, right? This is a perfect idea. Let's just get it going right now. Let's... yeah, imagine the support. No, here's the truth, Lord Lunchmeat, all right? Because I was talking with various people about stuff this morning, because now we're going to get to the subject now, okay? Here's the deal. With me, drama doesn't sell.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
You understand? Like, when drama happens regarding me, okay, there's a whole bunch of people who benefit, okay? Here's who benefits with drama, all right? My detractors, who all get to make content, who all get to stream, who all get to make a zillion videos off of everything, hyper-focusing on every little piece, and it blows up, you know what I'm saying? So they always make out, right? The React communities, not my detractors, but the actual React communities, they make out because they get to analyze the drama I'm involved in, but then they get to analyze my detractors and how they get involved in it. Like, the React communities eat well when I get involved in drama, right? But the one person that doesn't benefit out of any of this is me and my community. It's not really one person. I should say the group of people that don't benefit from it is me and my community, because we don't care, right?
It's all lies. It is all fucking lies. All right?
I'm going to read from the message that I originally received from Steve, the guy who performed the interview last night on the Truth Show, okay? This is word for word what he said to me. Phil, I promise you a fun and cathartic interview, a journey through your history and highs and yes, lows, but I'm going to be fair and highlight your survivor attitude and continued success despite all of your trolls and detractors. I watch every deep dive history about you. I think most of it is petty, but yes, some of it is funny. It's easy to laugh at someone from the sidelines. Most people have no idea what it took for you to survive the journey. That's the story I hope to tell in the interview. I just read you word for word the pitch, right? Does that sound like what we did last night? At all? In any way, shape, or form? Essentially, we talked casually for like maybe 15 minutes about my history and my past. And then immediately, Steve starts going into the same drama shit that Kiwi Farms and my detractors have focused on, hyper-focused on, hint, hint, for the last 5 years. It's the stuff that they never move past. It's the stuff that no one cares about in my community. No one cares about it who watches me and likes me. The only people who care about it are people who want to make drama content and make money on it. That's it. Because it doesn't affect me today. It has nothing to do with me today. At all. I've moved past this stuff years ago, okay?
Sure.
Can I ask an honest question, all right? Is anyone who's watching me right now, at all, on my stream, on a restream, anywhere on the internet, watching this on demand, do you think I'm destitute? I'm sitting here in a room surrounded by expensive technology. I have a ridiculously expensive RGB display going off behind me on a wall covered in the most expensive soundproofing foam that you can probably buy because it's over-the-top Elgato branded. You know what I'm saying? I've got a freaking frame behind me that's playing animations. You know what I'm saying? Does a single one of you think that I'm destitute and that I desperately, desperately need you to contribute to me today or else I can't eat? Like, and that's actually what Steve was saying on the show. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This doesn't happen.
I'm pretty much to the point where, yeah, I'm financially destitute. It sucks. So it is what it is.
no, and, you know, oh, we have evidence. Okay, present your evidence. You don't have any evidence. You have copy paste Kiwi Farm stuff. The interview was a shit show. Why? Because Steve is probably the worst interviewer I've ever seen. He would present a case. Like he'd say, so here's something you're accused of, right? And here's evidence of said thing. Okay? I would say, all right, allow me to respond. And I'd start to respond, and then he'd yell over me. And then he'd move on to something else. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. I didn't even get to do my initial response. You yelled over me so no one could hear what I was saying, and then you moved on to another topic. That's not an interview. An interview requires back and forth. An interview actually requires to have two sides coming together. You know what I'm saying? And that didn't happen. All right? It's just a shouting match at someone because you want to get attention for yourself. And that's exactly what it was last night. It was 3 hours of how can I basically become the darling of Phil's detractors. Maybe if I just yell at Phil for 3 hours and present the same evidence that's been presented on Kiwi Farms for 3 hours, people will care. I don't know. Maybe that's what his strategy was. And as predictable, you know, as you would always expect, my detractor showed up and gave the guy about $1,000.
Oh my God.
He actually believes, he literally believes that there are people who have actually gone into bankruptcy because of the amount that they have supported me. I mean, who's the crazier person here, right? You actually believe that someone actually gave me their entire life's fortune and they went into bankruptcy because of me? I mean, where do you even get this stuff? And how would you ever even corroborate that with you can't. Like, the stuff that you say is so ludicrous and stupid, right? Like, number one, like any content creator would ever know who it is that's contributing, what their life situation is, or why would it ever be a creator's responsibility to even know who's contributing or what, it's not. What I would say is any of you out there who watch my content, okay? I would hope that if you contribute to me, that you're taking care of yourself first. Because that's what's more important. You and yours and your family is more important than sending me a contribution. I want you to understand that. All right? So as long as you understand that and you're willingly giving, I don't see what the problem is. I can't stop you from contributing. I don't know why you're contributing or what your situation is. It's up to you. And it always has been and it always will be.
I just want more money.
And yes, it's absolutely 100% true that the guys from Kino Casino are the ones who put me in contact with Steve for this interview. Okay? So now the elephant in the room is, well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Does that mean that the snaking has happened? Shit, I didn't have it open. Does that mean, let me do that again, that the snaking has finally happened? I should have had that ready and I didn't. Well, let's talk, right? Shall we flesh this out? Well, first of all, is Ashton still in chat? Because he was here a minute ago. Ashton, are you still here? The conversation I had with him was, what the hell was that? That was obviously a train wreck, right? That's not what I was told this was going to be at all. I mean, I just read you word for word what I was told it was going to be, and basically, this was set up, not necessarily set up, like basically, Steve reached out to me, because he heard of me from the casino and said he wanted to do the interview. And of course, I talked to Ashton about it previously and stuff. And he said, yeah, do the interview. It'll be good. And yada, yada, right? So I had the conversation with Ashton about this. And basically his response is thus, all right? Now, I'm not making this up or exaggerating. He's like, I had no idea that he was going to do that.
You have to be brain dead fucking stupid to believe that.
I knew he was going to ask you questions, but I had absolutely no effing clue that he was going to go to that extent and that he was going to actually have detractors on the show and that he was going to go that heavy in. And yes, that was absolutely a snaking and it went too far and he shouldn't have done it like that. And he basically kind of went rogue and it looks like he did it because he wanted to make some money. Well, there you go. Ashton just said it in chat. He's corroborating what I just said. He says, it's true, Steve went into business for himself and he lied to us. Year of the snake.
Barkey with a $5 super chat. Will we ever, will never, oh my God, will never be over until we know how much money donos went to WWE champs. We know you spent over $100K. It's so obvious the bank leaks are real. Stop lying. Barkey, thank you for $5, you idiot. Thanks for your money, dummy. Shout out to Only Iced Coffee.
You revealed within the last month or so that you have no savings. So if you're no longer destitute, how are you making so much money yet still living paycheck to paycheck? I don't think you understand what living paycheck to paycheck means. Okay? And I don't think you understand what the term savings mean. All right? Savings implies that someone has like a savings account that they're funneling money into that they don't touch and that accumulates over time. Or maybe they have investments, say, in some kind of a market that's kind of safe. And so therefore it's considered money that's being saved for a future date or a project or if something bad happens, correct? Living paycheck to paycheck implies that basically you need to make money immediately because if you don't have money to do basic things day to day, okay? So here's the deal. I don't have savings. I don't right now. I want to. Like I told you, that's my plan now is to try to actually start to save money and have savings again for the first time in 100 years, okay? So I don't have that yet. I want to work on that. At the same time, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. I'm making enough between YouTube and Kick and tips and other contributions that I'm good and I got some money in the bank that I can spend on things, when I need to. There are times of the month that are a little bit tighter and times of the month that are a little bit better, a little bit looser, depending on when I'm getting paid and when I have to actually make bigger payments for things. Like, for example, I spent a lot of money in December upgrading my setup. So things actually got really tight. But, I'm not in a situation where, like, for example, let's hit the goal so I can order Arby's. Let's hit the goal because when you hit a goal, the reward is that I order the Arby's so we can film and do a DSP tries it. It's not, let's hit the goal so I can afford to order the Arby's. You understand? But I think people are trying to turn it into that, and that's not what it is. I've literally never said that, right?
Phil's a scam artist.
Never. Never did I say, let's hit the goal because I need the money right now to buy the Arby's. That's not the case. Nor did I say that. People made that up. Okay? So I'm somewhere in the middle. Fair enough. I'm not paycheck to paycheck, but I don't have savings. I would like to get to the point where I have the savings. And that's what I'm working on now. Now that I've upgraded the setup to the point where I don't really need to sink a lot of money into it anymore, that's the next thing is maybe I can start saving money up. Okay?
But as you can see, this is the funny thing. People are like, well, didn't you benefit? Don't you make bank? Well, I'm hitting my goal for the stream. My normal goal that I would have hit anyway, I guess. But you see what I mean? Did people rush to my stream today with pity bucks and open their wallets and flood me with thousands of dollars of contributions? No. Do you want to know why? Because people only flood you with contributions when there's drama.
Immediately wallets open, right? Like I was awash in cash donations because I cried.
If I was sitting here, okay, actually like being nasty to someone, I'd probably make more money, but that's not who I am. Like, if I just sat here ragging on someone right now, doing a drama stream, hating on someone, what a scumbag, what this, that, I'd be making way more money. But I don't want to do that at all. When this shit happens, when people treat me like crap, I don't get flooded in pity box and attention.
Good Lord, man. Look in the mirror for a second and stop believing your own lies.
It doesn't benefit me. That's the thing. I think some people are like, oh, you should have been grateful you went on that show. It gave you more attention. No, I'm not grateful. It was a waste of my time. It really was. It was a huge waste of my time, and I could have been doing better, more productive stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not making bank on this at all. It's definitely a big miscalculation. If anyone thinks that this kind of toxic stuff ever benefits me, it doesn't. Myself and my community have had enough of it, and we just want to be left alone. We really do. So, yeah. Anyway.
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.